You don't need a course to start a YouTube channel. G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and today is an absolutely beautiful day here in Adelaide, South Australia. I've just done a bit of shopping and I'm going to build myself some homemade soft boxes, and it may or may not work, but I'll do a video about that process and what my plan was and what went wrong or what went right with that in a future video. But today I just want to remind people that you don't need to do a course on how to create a YouTube channel, how to YouTube and things like that. I noticed that a lot of my feed, because this is a newer channel, is about people telling other people how to start YouTube channels and whatnot, and all the tips and tricks and stuff like that other people have gained from other people who are in fact grifters on here. And those people, if you ever sign up to their free offerings and free hooks and all that sort of stuff, that kind of information, they'll email it to you, all the free hooks and whatever it is that they're offering, but then they will then spam your account to the point where you will have to unsubscribe to the emails. And also they're charging thousands of dollars for generic advice. It's all hype, and ultimately you will lose out. Excuse me, my tripod's gone crazy. And in the end, you don't need a course to do this at all. All you've got to learn to do is how to press that big red button and then learn not to press it again when you want to. You just got to keep recording, keep talking, and get whatever it is that you want to say off your chest. Now, there's a mixture of things that you can talk about, but you can mix in stuff from your personal life, your everyday vlogs and all that sort of stuff. But people may or may not be interested in that. You're not going to get a lot of subscribers doing that, but the other side of that is that you can talk about your personal experience when you go to convey an idea that you want to share with other people for their benefit. So for example, you want to talk about budgeting and money and finances and stuff like that. Now you might talk about how you were in a position when you didn't have money and now you do. And a lot of people who are in the finance sector, for example, will talk about their financial background, and it's called an argument from authority. It's a logical fallacy actually, but it's about saying, I am giving financial advice from a position of authority. You could say things like, or I've heard people say, I should say, that they worked for Goldman Sachs, for example, or they were a Wall Street trader. And there are popular channels that do that sort of stuff, and it gives them credibility by talking about where they came from. Or they might talk about having a working class background or things like that. And you know, your experience might be different. You might be talking about your spiritual beliefs. So you talk about what you used to believe in, and then you talk about what you believe in now and why and that sort of stuff. You can talk about whatever you want because it's ultimately your channel, but don't waste your money on expensive courses that mean nothing. A lot of these people, in fact most of them, are grifters, and then they make outrageous claims that they can't back them up, especially when you talk to them in a live and they're saying things like, oh, I earn $5,000 a month. Oh, okay. Now that's reasonable, right? Most people spend probably half that cost of living and all that sort of stuff every month. But then if they start saying things like, oh well, I earned $50,000 a month, well, I'm going to need to see receipts for that. You know, like, that's an outrageous claim, that's an extraordinary claim, it requires extraordinary evidence. So don't waste your money. All you got to do, press record and get out there and record what you want to say. Maybe edit the flubs and things. This is just me walking and talking. There's going to be flubs in this. I'm not going to edit it. But you know that I'm authentic when I do this. And you know, you don't really need to pay money for a course to do this at all. Experiment with the YouTube app. Make your first few videos private so that nobody else has to see them. Play around with an editing app. Right, if you make a mistake, just undo. Nobody has to see your editing mistakes and things like that. Now, eventually, some people will want to see bloopers, and they can be a good reminder that what you see is often the end result of a process, an editing process sometimes. What I'll do is, regardless of the quality of the video, of what I'm talking about, I upload my videos on private, and then I go and add an end card where I will say something like this. Well, that's all for today, and if you like my video, please click like and subscribe. This video has been chosen for you by the algorithm, and this video was the previous video. Bye for now. And there you go. Easy as that. Bye.